And we are live in 3, 2, 1. Action!
I'm not.
So how do you guys feel about Hinder's hit song, Lips of an Angel?
Don't do that to me.
You shut up, man. You shut up.
It's been an hour of fucking Hinder already.
I think it's a bop. I think it's a perfect romantic song to listen to dedicate to somebody that you truly love.
You know what? It's right up there with the Margarita song.
Which one? Like Margaritaville? Jimmy
No.
Buffett?
Because of Margaritaville.
We're
Also
live. Hello.
Pina Colada
Hi.
song, I'm sorry.
Hi,
Hello.
everybody. It's Monday night, and talking about the hot topics right now. Hinder and Margaritaville.
It's actually, it's incorrect. It's actually the Pina Colada song I was thinking of, not Margarita one.
Yes. Those two. Anywho, welcome to Elderwynn. Welcome, everybody.
Hello. Thank you for having us.
Hello.
I say like I'm not required to be here.
Hi.
I don't have to be here.
Howdy.
I'm just the DM.
You are required to be here.
Shit.
Hate to break it to you, bud.
Well,
Why is this screen black?
don't make it black. Currently, you guys are in the Feywild on a search for some lost ingredients, alchemy supplies, and other personal belongings that were lost by Taro, one of the natives to the village of Luna. You followed him into a Fey circle, which transported you here to this Fey grove, where you have been confused, befuddled, and led astray by pixies, mushrooms, and weird frogmen. You had your name stolen, or at least one of you did, and another of you, some of you were turned into small, cute little weasels, and fed a strange, but delicious nectar. All of that kind of comes together when you discover that the pixies are that have been confusing you are actually one of the same entity, a green hag named Sylvana. She wanted to keep you all as pets and love you until you died, which probably would have come sooner than if you were to just be left alone. But I digress. You defeat her by burning her out of her treetop lair. You escape and break your enchantments, no longer being a weasel and no longer being a doll in Shauna's case, as well as earning back her name, Shauna, not Ivy.
It was nice.
So as you slayed the hag, the giant trees that her lair was in topples to the forest floor. And as you guys are hauling ass away from the flames, as all the other critters that are living in this area are as well, you are beset upon by the troll that had thrown some bees at you back in the material plane when you had first encountered him. You managed to force feed him a polymorph potion and turn him into a small living doll, where you then proceeded to pick him up, carry him over to the fire, and throw him in there. All the while this thing was contesting, but because of his doll-like stature, he could not do anything. So you just yeeted him right into the flames. The flames of this giant tree that when it fell over, shook the whole ground throughout the entire area that you're in. It stretches in front of you now, Desmond, as you stand there, your mage hand now moving back after throwing this doll into the fire. I'm gonna tell you right now, you guys are out of combat, but you need to decide what you're gonna do quickly. This fire is spreading at a more rapid rate, and you still don't know how to get out of here. And you still don't know where Taro is, and you don't know where his bag is.
Last
need to
time,
go.
didn't Shauna find that the troll's little cave kept going, like, and leading
Yes.
somewhere? It wasn't just a
Yes.
hole.
Yes, absolutely.
She's standing at the entrance too. And she returned to the front. So Shauna will become like just waving her hands frantically, like, "Come on, come on!"
Yeah, nope. Desmond is hustling back that way. I just threw a troll, or what once was a troll, into a fire. If the polymorph breaks, I'll have an angry flaming troll nearby. If it doesn't break, I don't want to be nearby a giant fire anyways. So I want out of this Feywild. So Desmond is hauling us back towards where he prays to God the others have found a way out. That's not true. He doesn't pray to God. He hopes that luck is on his side and that the others have found a way out of this place. As he starts hauling us back to the cave entrance. All right, so that fellow's gonna be very pissed off once everything, comes back to normal for him. We need to go. Any chance y'all found the circle, get us out of here, or even Taro, so I can beat his face in for dragging us into this nonsense?
Shauna will go. The cave goes to a couple turns. I didn't want to take him alone.
All right, we need to be very quick and very lucky. We think the exit is inside this troll's lair, possibly. Right? I guess we can give this a go. Fuck. We gotta be real quick, because if it's not in here, we're running out back towards a fire.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna be good.
Alright, so we're rushing into the troll's hole.
Not when you say it like that. Yes.
Yes, we are.
Alright, into the troll cave we go.
Why did you have to pause like that?
I didn't like the pause. Okay, it wasn't just me, right?
Oh, hell.
Into the troll cave we go. Like,
Oh, it's its own area.
Oh, it's got its own map. This is either very good or very bad.
All right.
So panic running.
I don't know about full panic, but definitely still moving forward quickly. How do you want me moving this by square, Vader, or
I would
just
love
kind
if
of by
you do
session?
that.
Okay.
Yeah, so as you guys get to where you are right now, where Shauna is, you see that the ledge becomes very narrow. There's a like a rock facing to your left-hand side here that goes upwards and then is covered by like bushes and stuff. And then on your right is a little bit dropped down into this water that seems to be kind of shimmering with like a little bit of like a luminescence, even though there's no like moon or anything above you right now. You hear what I said? There's no moon.
Right. Nope, let my brain click. What time was it when we entered this circle on the other side?
A little bit after 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And
Because you guys watched the lunar event
Very early.
at 3.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So it wasn't quite sunshine yet. And what I'm seeing looks like moonlight and not sunlight. It is, or just like an indistinct glow in the water.
Yeah, it just looks like like the water itself has a bit of a luminescence to it.
Shauna will real quick do shape water on the water just to make it move. Because if it's not water, it won't move.
Okay. Give me just a spellcaster check.
I think that's just.
That's just the preheat. Sorry.
Natural 20.
I get it! I can do it, guys!
Grog, I think that's the
you
first nat 20 I've
it
ever
is
seen you roll.
the first one I've gotten in any Vader game, besides Merc stealth checking with disadvantage.
You begin to move the water around, and like you see it start to ripple a bit. And as you do so, it makes these like visible strands. As you watch, like you can visibly see the magic start to swirl the water a bit. And then as it begins to do like a slight whirlpool, it flattens out like almost immediately.
So the water was almost like resisting the effect.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shauna will just go. It's probably not safe water.
All right, fair enough. Keep an eye out for a ring somewhere.
How narrow is this ledge?
You're gonna have to make me an acrobatics check to shimmy along the side of it.
All right.
Guidance. You going first, Desmond?
Yeah, sure. Doesn't will go first.
Shauna will pat Desmond on the back and go, for luck.
I always appreciate a bit of good luck. As Desmond starts to go, and acrobatics check, you say?
Yes, sir.
Oh no, that's an 8.
All right, Desmond, you start shimmering, and as you do so, your foot touches like a moss-covered rock, and you slip and you lose your footing, and you fall into the water.
We didn't have to rush this. We could have tied ropes to each other.
As you
Desmond
hit
was
the
not waiting.
as you hit the water, it feels heavier than water, denser than water. And you can kind of feel like your momentum as you drop in rapidly slow. And then you feel like almost like a sideways jut, as if like you were suddenly just moved to the side. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh hell.
Like I said, we try to do things without hostility.
There's still a possibility for no hostility. Kids.
Natural 1.
Natural 20.
Hey, there we go.
There's still the possibility for no hostilities. Yep, see? that could
Still
totally
the
be it.
possibility for no hostility. That's
All right.
Oh no.
So
This is
you
not
are
good.
in this thing, and suddenly that jet starts to move you more and more, and now you feel like you're stuck in a whirlpool. I'm gonna roll this thing for a surprise round here. Okay, 21 to get you.
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Oh, don't we have a bonus die to this initiative?
Oh yes.
We probably do.
Yeah, everyone's got a DA right now.
Um,
Glad Chugman remembers what spells I've cast, because I don't anymore.
So the only one that would really matter is if Sparky and Desmond roll, and I mean you're still not going to be able to get.
I rolled a natural
That's
1.
fine.
I'm going nowhere.
Yeah, so I don't need to change the order. Okay, so you are hit. You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and
Ouch.
you are grappled in the water. As you get pulled in, you can see like the whirlpool kind of like breaks up a bit, and it like forms this like gelatinous, like almost jellyfish like entity that is just wrapped around you. It has multiple like tentacles, watery tentacles wrapped around you, and it has like 3 sets of eyes on each side and in its mouth. is just like open with these like watery razor sharp like teeth.
Oh, hell no.
And you're underwater, so shit's even worse. Okay, that was the surprise round. Penance, you are first. You watch as Desmond slips off, drops in, and just doesn't come back up.
How far
You can see him down
was
there.
it to that pond?
It's not a very far drop off, maybe about 6 feet.
Okay. Is there a way to get up around this little pond this way, or would I have to go around Shauna to get? I'm basically trying to get over here.
So that's just like a little pool of water. You could just walk right through that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a little shallow puddle
I will
essentially. You know,
move up here and see if I can see Desmond.
okay, give me a perception check. Your boots are now soggy wet.
Oh well. He's used to living in rough.
You'll have to roll for comfort later.
Nope.
Uh,
That's
You
19.
can see him down there. You can see him down there. He's not moving. He's making no effort to come to the surface at all.
He also looks terrified.
Penance can't swim. So, he can't swim. I've already established that. So I can't do anything, and I can't see this thing in the water. I'm assuming.
No, all you do is see him. You see the water's like swirling a little bit, but that's it.
Yep. I will just stay there and keep an eye on him and point out the direction that he is to somebody who can swim, and basically just help them track him down if he goes out of sight.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna stay on that side, or you're gonna try to get across as well?
I guess I can. That was what, 10 feet.
Roll
15,
something.
20.
Roll
Yeah, I'll
something
try and
privately
cross.
over here.
I'm at 20 feet now. So, was it acrobatics or athletics?
It's acrobatics.
All right. 12.
12. You shimmy over, get down where Desmond had made it. See the rock now bare. You step over it, shimmy over again, and then quickly just like toss yourself to the left, and you are on solid ground.
Okay. Yeah, I'll turn back around and keep an eye on Desmond, and once somebody goes to get in the water to help him, I'll just try and assist them as best I can to find
Okay.
him if they lose sight.
All right. Shauna.
Shauna's gonna kind of call out, someone throw a rope. Preferably Sparky. And then we're gonna try this again, and I'm gonna hope this works. We're gonna shape water again, but we're gonna pick like there, and we're gonna try to change the water's color.
Okay, I like it.
We're gonna try to change
So-
it to, let's say, a red.
Okay, a red. So you throw your hands out, casting shape water. The water from where you're standing outward starts to change and its hue to red, And as it gets closer and closer to the center, where you can just see Desmond, like I said, not making any effort at all to come up to the surface. As it gets closer to him and starts swirling around and mixing with the like the almost like silvery blue that it was, as it gets to the center where Desmond is, you see it kind of shimmers a bit as it hits something else that will not allow it to change, and you see this like silvery blue outline of this like jellyfish like creature per second in the water.
Yeah. Seeing that there's possibly an enemy in there, but knowing that Desmond is a surface dweller and thus cannot breathe there, Shauna's gonna just dive in the water after him. She's gonna hop on in.
All right.
I don't know if I need to make a check there, just kind of jump in.
No. You just run in, you jump and dive easily enough right off the shore. It's a simple dive. No need for rolls. And as you swim down, you now see that Desmond is invisibly restrained.
Well, not good. Action. I don't really have a bonus action. Yeah, that'll be my turn. Hopefully
All right.
that rope comes.
That is going to be the water weird's turn. They're gonna roll to constrict you again, Desmond. They're gonna be able to do it, so you're gonna take some more damage. 9 points of bludgeon damage as this thing begins to squeeze you. You feel your lungs tensing up as you're not only being squeezed, but you're also starting to, run out of air, which I know mechanically takes forever, but
Yeah, no, that's. Yeah, no. Shauna sees like a puff of like blood filter out of Desmond's mouth and nose.
That's very
All
ungood.
very ungood. Sparky, that is your turn.
She's gonna run. She sees all this commotion and comes running. Like here. Can I throw? Like I heard.
You're in the water right there.
Oh. Well, I guess that's fine. Can
Okay,
I try to throw a
slide
rope?
into the water.
I slide into the water.
If you're moving there, you're in the water.
Oh.
I believe.
Well, I
Wanna
guess I
bring
can
your mass
move
into this party too.
Yeah, right there.
right there.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna drop down the rope. I think I have like 50 feet of rope.
Okay. So you like toss
And
it out
then-
into the water.
Well, I'm holding one end, and then can I tie it to is this a rock over here? Is there anything that I can just tie it to the end that I'm holding?
You don't see anything that you could tie
I
it
don't.
to.
I'll do. So will that be my action to do that, or?
No, to throw the rope out there. No, that's just like a simple item interaction. That's fine.
And then I think I can make. Can I use my channel divinity to do conquering presence? Oh, do I see the thing though? Sorry.
No, you definitely don't.
I don't. Okay, well then I'll drop the rope and can I hold my action to do conquering presence if I see a creature?
Yeah, I like it.
I'll hold that.
All right, Desmond, you are being squozed underwater, and that's a bad place to be squozed in.
Mm-hmm.
You are right now. You are restrained, but you can try to break free.
Yeah,
it takes your action to do so.
I would like to break free somehow.
Okay, it is a strength check.
Alrighty then.
It might be athletics. Hold on, let me make sure. I'm
It doesn't
looking at-
matter. I am a sorcerer, my friend.
Well, I
You
think
wanna-
with grapple, can't you try to break out also with acrobatics?
Attack roll. No. No, you cannot.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. We'll call it athletics.
I mean, okay, it's not going to make a difference, but we'll do that one.
You never know. You could roll pretty good.
No,
You didn't roll good.
I've got a -1.
You just feel as you try to like struggle and like start to swim upward, you just feel this thing pull you into it even more, and just continue its bear hug on you.
No hugs, no hugs. If you thought Desmond hated the water before, wait until after the waters tried to kill him.
Penance, it's your turn. You watch as Shauna dives in, and then Sparky runs up, tosses a rope, and then begins to prepare.
So you said that when Shauna did the shaped water and changed the color, there was a shape that resisted the change?
Yeah.
Did that color change, was it only brief, or is it still in effect?
It was almost like immediate. Like it was just like
But it's
a
gone.
big shimmer of something, but it's gone.
Okay. Well, shit. Yeah, I got nothing. He's not gonna swim. But seeing Sparky with the rope, I guess I'll. This is a dumb idea. I'll try and shimmy back and then help her with the rope.
Okay, give me that. Okay, good to go.
22. Alright,
Yeah,
so
no
I
problem.
will go give her the help action.
Sounds good. All right, Shauna, you are down here. Excuse me. You just watch as like Desmond's head flew back, his mouth open, bubbles arise, as well as like globules of blood as he's being squeezed.
Shauna's gonna grab the rope and tie it around Desmond's waist as best she can.
So the rope is now floating at the top. So you have to grab it because you dove in a little bit. So you'll have to grab it, like go up, grab it, go down, and then tie it.
Yeah, she'll do that.
Okay. So you grab-
How high and how deep is the water? I guess.
Well, right now they're about 10 feet down. So like you
Okay.
dove in, had to turn around, so that'd be like 5 feet. Come back down 10 feet, so you're at 15. And now
yeah.
you're gonna tie the rope around Desmond. Okay. I'm gonna say make this a contested. Definitely gonna be a contested dexterity.
Okay.
Oh wow, that was good.
Nice.
So you're able to kind of still using the remnants of your shape water, reach in where the most accessible areas are for Desmond, and you tie this rope around him. And then what? You head to the surface again?
Kinda worrisome because if he doesn't get pulled out, better down here. Nah, she's gonna try to get back up to the ledge and get out of the water.
Okay. And that's easy. That's easy enough for you.
Every time.
Okay. You tie the rope to Desmond, and then you swim to the surface, hop on to the ledge. That is this thing's turn. It's going to constrict Desmond again.
Uh-oh.
Natural 20.
Down.
34 points of damage.
That's more than my max.
Are
That's
you
not
serious?
That's not enough to straight up kill me, but that is more than my max health.
Okay, so you're not flat out dead.
I'm not flat out dead, but I am definitely unconscious.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
Because it has to be double my max health, right?
Yeah, it would have to take away as much as you had plus your full.
Ooh.
What's your full? What did you have?
27. I'm dead.
Are you fucking serious?
I had 5 hit points left. My max is 27. I'm dead.
No.
Okay.
Desmond goes limp in the water.
You. All right.
Do we have anything?
We don't even know. Sparky,
Oh.
that is your turn. Shauna comes up on the shore. She says she's got the rope tied around Desmond.
You're
You're
muted.
muted. I can see you talking, but you ain't saying nothing.
Sparky's gonna tell Shauna and Desmond, Penance to hold the rope, and she's gonna dive in, go down, and lay on hands on Desmond, because I don't know whether you're dead or not. So.
Okay. So you're gonna, instead of pulling him up, you're gonna dive in. So you dive into the water. Penance, hold the rope. Dive in. You see him just kind of floating there. And you rush up. Your hands glow. The water bubbles around it. And you lay on hands. How much do you spend?
I have 20. I'll do 10.
Okay, so 10 pumped into him. It's like a flash through the water here. You can see like something moving around him, responding to that flash, and then just no response.
Would it be an action for me to grab him and try to swim back?
Yeah, because you're gonna have to wrench it out of this thing's grasp.
I'm gonna pull on the rope and kind of like trying to send them a signal to pull us up. I don't think I said pull us up once I dropped down, but
Well, if you snag on that rope, Penance will feel that in his hands.
yeah, I'll do
Like,
that.
He feels the rope being snagged. Okay. Desmond. You are in a white expanse. You are alone. You don't feel the need to breathe. You don't feel your pulse. You feel serenity and calm. Take a step forward and it kind of ripples out like you're stepping on the surface of water. There's something in the distance that breaks up that ripple. Do you walk towards it?
Well, hell, that's one way to get out of the Feywild, I guess. Yeah, he'll walk towards it, and he takes that middle card that he carries with him anywhere as his focus. Just starts running his fingers across it. So he starts taking a walk through this wherever the hell he is.
Each footstep sends ripples stretching out until they completely disappear. There's no sound to your footsteps, and you walk closer and closer to this object. And as far away as you are, it looks huge. It looks expansive. But the closer you get to it, it seems to shrink in stature. But it also seems to be moving. Penance, that is your turn.
All right, I will. Feeling the tug on the rope, I will hold my action to pull it until Shauna comes or somebody comes to help me. I'm assuming it'll be Shauna.
Okay.
Could he walk the rope to Shauna?
I guess I could.
Or- I don't know if that will let us.
No, you could.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll walk it over there.
Okay. So Shauna, you grab the rope as well. I'm
Yep.
assuming. All right. One of you may make this contested strength check against this creature to pull Desmond free with advantage, or you both can roll. I'll let you decide.
Shauna's a -1. I don't know what you're at.
+1.
I'd say advantage for you is better than.
So athletics,
Strength, straight up strength.
no, same either way.
And it's going to be contested versus this thing's strength. Here, let me roll first, and I'll tell you what the DC is.
I could maybe wild shape into something stronger.
Decide what you're going to do before I roll.
That's an action to wild shape unless you're Moon Druid.
Yeah, we'll just go.
Okay. All right, so Penance is going to be rolling this with advantage. It's contested strength versus this creature's strength. The DC that you need to beat is a 12.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck it, A.
Natural 20. Or 21.
Natural 20. You both grab it and you pull and you feel resistance. You feel the rope get taut. You hear the strain of the rope as you're pulling. And at first you're confused, like, why the hell would there be this much resistance? But eventually you feel him tug free and he comes shooting out of the water, splashing it everywhere, piling onto you guys as you all fall back onto the shore. The waters swirl a bit as they recede back to that like silvery blue, and then they just go calm.
Shauna's gonna go. All right, buddy. You're all right?
Blood leaks out of his mouth a bit.
And I'm assuming by this time Sparky would have made it back to us out of the water.
Yes. You guys are out of combat.
Shauna's gonna try to pull him away from the ledge a little bit.
Okay, easily enough. You pull him back. You see that he is not breathing. He's dead weight as you pull him back from the water.
Not the type of puns.
I will give the three of you each one turn per se to do something before I talk with Desmond.
He can't die. He can't be dead. He's the only one I've ever met like me. You watch Penance grab that rosary that's kind of dug into his hand. Bring him back.
There is a circle of flame around you as you say these words. Your rosary burns into your flesh, and there is a visage of a woman's face that appears in the flame. You call for me. I like when you're on your knees pleading. And what is it you request, my dear puppet?
He doesn't. He deserve to die. He just wanted to escape this place. And he died.
Mission accomplished. I say he's escaped it in more ways than one.
I want him back.
Who is he to you?
He's like me.
Oh, no one's like you, dear.
He doesn't completely release the energy from the what's it called? His ASMR thing. What the hell is it called? So the celestial, the radiant consumption. But you watch as his hands kind of glow that similar radiant color. He's like this. I wanted him back. He was always good. He was always nice to me.
And what do you have to offer in exchange for him to be returned?
Taking everything I have to offer.
Not everything. Not yet. She looks at Desmond very maliciously. But you can see that in that look, it's not just a look meant for just him. You can tell that she's referring to those standing around you at this moment.
They're not for you.
Not yet.
You
But how many times will you come begging for me to bring one of them back?
I don't want to ask ever again.
Well, by the looks of you right now, I'm sure that's something that's going to come to pass many times. Those around you will continue to die because you are too weak to protect them. You don't want to recognize your full potential. For what? To resist me? Dear, you're already mine. I have all the time in the world. Every day that ticks by, you add more links to your chain.
I was tricked into this bargain of yours. But what if
Why would I
gotten
have
out
to
of
trick
it
you?
besides pain, fear?
What have you gotten out of it? You've gotten your life. Without me, you'd be dead 100 times over. I am the only reason why you draw breath every single day. Do not forget that. And you feel yourself start to seize up as if like your heart is starting to fail. Your chest becomes heavy and starts to compress, and breath becomes harder to grasp. Each second, as you try to inhale to take in breath, you just feel like you can't, and that glow around your hand begins to darken. It becomes almost like black flames, and you feel yourself writhing in pain as the rosary begins to sear even deeper into your flesh. Blood is now flowing from your hands and streams and dropping onto the ground, dropping onto Desmond. You flash. Desmond, suddenly that serenity around you erupts into a lake of fire. You are now standing amidst an inferno at your feet. That radiant glow, that white abyss around you, receding just to the very edges of your boots. The sky darkens, and you can feel a presence settle up behind you. You turn, but see nothing, but that presence lingers. You feel as if a hand is being pressed onto your shoulder, and it sears. It sears like 1,000 red hot iron pokers being pressed into your flesh all at once. But you see that object is still floating, still in the distance, still waiting for you to take a step forward towards it. But this presence that's now behind you seems to be holding you back, calling you to it. Both of them make enticing offers. A devil and an angel on your shoulder, if I would have to personify it. Each offers you something great, something awful, but it doesn't tell you what. All it can offer you is life.
We all got to make pleas, right?
Flashback out. Shauna, you're standing there. You see this happening with Penance. He's writhing in pain. You're standing there behind him. You just met these people a couple days ago, but already things have gone on a track of just pure chaos, but also they seem to be the people that,
They've saved her multiple times.
yeah, and perhaps they'll be the ones to save her when it truly matters. But right now, one of them lays dead, and another one lays in writhes in pain as he bargains with an unseen person.
Shauna's gonna shakily dig into her bag. She's shaking like a leaf. And she's going to pull out a couple items that had been given to her by her teacher, a Fey known as Undine. And she knows she has to call her 3 times, so she's kind of gonna just whisper into like a shell. Undine, Lady of Water, Undine, please help. Teacher Undine, please. And she'll call her 3 times.
As soon as you say Undine the third time, the pool of water that you just pulled Desmond out, erupts into a geyser and starts to flow around all around you, snaking and winding like a watery serpent. It surrounds you, and you feel that presence lay eyes on you, and you can see glinting by in the rapid of the water a pair of eyes focus in on you, and you just feel a sigh of relief from this figure. You feel a calming presence, and it confuses you for a moment, because up until now, the only emotion that you expected from Undine was furiousness, and you can sense a bit of tenseness in this gaze, but it's like a teacher scalding a student. And there's a moment where you feel a power flow onto you as the waters wrap around you and begin to encircle everybody. Penance, you begin to feel a bit of relief as the waters rush around and douse some of the flames. As this happens, Shauna, you feel your bioluminescence increase. You begin to glow much more than you have since being here, and you feel a boon bestowed upon you. Your eyes roll back into the back of your head, and all you see is white. And then you see flames, and then you see Desmond standing leagues away from you. So small, but undeniably Desmond. And he sits there, bargaining with the devil on his shoulder and the angel on the other.
No hesitance. Shauna's just gonna start running forward. Flames be damned. She's trying to get to Desmond. She's just gonna shout, Desmond!
You rush forward and a wall of flame erupts, and you just hear like a shrill presence just come up in front of you as if it dares you to push forward. Go ahead and roll me a spell casting check with advantage.
So that's just a wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
As the flames erupt in front of you, you can feel the heat and you can feel your skin begin to dry out. Immediately that water rushes up around you and rejuvenates you, and you just push forward, and like you're carving a tunnel in this wall of flame, you push through. And as you're moving through, more walls of flame pop up and you continuously push through, getting closer and closer to Desmond. Meanwhile, Sparky, what are you doing?
Eating a sandwich, number one. But
Eating a sandwich.
Desmond's dead. Sparky's over there on a snack break.
Jesus, like,
He just pulls
Oh,
out
he's
like
dead?
an entire foot long.
oh, he's dead. Have you had their club? They use Gruyere.
Morning makes me snackish. Leave me alone.
You're muted.
I'm tired. I went for a swim, so I need to eat something.
There you go. At least you didn't
Um,
eat before you went swimming.
Shouldn't have before. Okay, Sparky is seeing this, and Penance looks like somebody's jabbing him in the back, and Shauna is also somewhere. I'm like, Sparky's gonna go to Desmond and like shake him, like, come back. What is Desmond? Come back. And then she's gonna lay on hand another 5 points on him, just to like try to shock him.
That's our Sparky, though, to be 100%. Everybody else is like doing like bargains with like Fae and demons, and Sparky's just like, get the fuck up.
Yeah. We gotta go. Let's go.
Desmond, you suddenly hear the sound of the ocean. It's calm at first. The waves are just gently lapping against the sand, but then the waters begin to get more rough and stronger and more violent against the shores. And you're just watching as like a tide starts to push in from almost nowhere. All this burning whiteness abyss expanse all around you. You can hear Shauna's voice calling to you, and you look back and you can see a figure bursting through these flames, and suddenly there's just this entire encirculation of flames. You must choose. Do you want to live, or do you want to die here? I can give you life. You but simply need to choose.
For the record, Desmond believes this other thing that he saw originally off in the distance is kind of giving off the same vibe, I guess, a vibe of continuation or of a different price.
Mm-hmm.
And now I've got a literal devil basically gripping my shoulder.
Yes.
And I saw Shauna for a hot second there.
Yep. You
before
hear her
throwing one up.
voice.
Oh, hell. Take it to mean this means I died. And he's got that card in his hand. And at his hip, he's got... Oh, I gotta make sure I have these notes correct here. Where is my stuff? He has... where the hell... Which pouch is it in? At his hip, he's got this thimble and like a chess piece of a rook hanging on his sides. I never been one to make a choice on my own. I think I'd rather leave it up to the lady herself. And he takes the card and he flips it in the air like it's a coin.
As you flip that in the air, there is a flash out from outside the ring. Shauna, you're stopped as this entire ring encircles Desmond and just will not let you persist. You strike it with the waters. But then you hear the sound of a roaring wave, and you look behind you, and just envisioned in this wave of ocean, you see Sparky's face. And she is just all like seriousness, and she's shouting. You can't hear what she's shouting, but on the outside, she's shouting at Desmond to wake up and shaking him violently. This wave of water crashes with this wall of fire, and there is just an explosion of smoke. And we just see the glinting metal of this card flipping through the air. And then, Desmond, at your feet, you see a thimble spinning. This was the object that you saw. And you see, as the thimble spins and it reflects the light of the flame, it catches and starts to form an image, starting from the very tips of the toes, moving upwards to the ankles, the calves, the thighs, all the way up until it forms a angelic woman who floats on the tip of her toes just above this thimble. She stands there before you, flames wrapped all around her, as if they dare to try to touch her but can make no purchase. You don't know why you know this figure, but you know this figure. And you watch as the card flips. And you're gonna roll a luck roll right now. This is going to get a bonus from each of your companions because they have contributed to this. So you're gonna not only gonna get this with advantage, but you're also gonna get a +3 to this roll.
Okay.
We need a D20. We need a D20 roll at advantage. I am looking for a 15 or higher.
Okay. All right. So, advantage, D20 at advantage, +3. $16.
As this flame reaches out to grab you, you feel it singe into your shoulder as like claws are gripping into you. Penance, you scream in pain as your eyes roll back, as you are just overtaken by the searing white hot pain. Shauna, you feel your energy begin to just sap as you are just trying to fight as hard as you can to continue. And then finally, this tidal wave just crashes down on everything. And everything goes black. And then Desmond shoots up, taking a breath, sharp breath in.
Oh, hell.
Shauna is just breathing heavily, kind of just holding Desmond's back as she goes,
Oh.
"What the hell was that?"
You're asking me. I don't bloody know.
Well, it's about time you came back.
Don't give me that nonsense, Sparky. All right. Y'all got my ass out here in the Feywild. Got my ass up near water. And what happens? What? The fucking water kills me. I don't know what the
Well-
fuck's going on there. You put me in Feywild water and I die? Fuck that shit. I'm sorry, Sparky. I know it's your home. Your home sucks. This place is terrible to me.
Smoke begins to billow in from the entrance to the troll's hole. The water that was in that pool is gone.
Am I still writhing, or am I good now?
I wouldn't say you're good, but you're no longer writhing.
Penance is gonna kneel down next to Desmond. I'm sorry. Did she get you too?
He's talking about the awful hot hand I felt on my shoulder there for a bit. Well, I'm sure she's a fine lady, but my lady's much finer.
She's not. I just didn't want you to go, and didn't know what else to do.
You hear the subtle growling coming from the entrance, coughing.
We need to go faster. I'm safe to assume I'm on one hit point better.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's no water in the pool, right?
Nope.
Does
Completely
it just
empty.
kind of slope back up? Like, could we
No,
just walk?
you see what's like you guys. Oh yeah, if you want to like get down in there and go over, yeah, easily enough.
Yeah, just easier than like trying to shimmy and maybe falling like 10 feet.
Yeah. No, you're good. You guys are able to get to the other side.
Yeah, we can.
Donna, like, presumably, like, as they're doing this kind of like walk jog, she will kind of rest a hand on Penance's shoulder or try to like tap him in the back, and she'll just kind of give him a look of like, thank you. Like, he knows he probably made a bargain with somebody he didn't want to, and she definitely was afraid. So she knows that was terrifying for both of them.
Y'all weren't the one dead. No, Desmond is visibly shaken. He's putting on a front of being upset and pissed that he's still in the Feywild, but you can tell this man. You have never seen this man more pale in his life, and it's not like he gets a lot of sun spending most of his days in gambling dens to begin with. Like, this boy is, I'm gonna say, nearly transparent as he stumbles forward. Knees are shaken. Like, right now, the only thing that's keeping him on his feet is the fact that he's terrified of being here at this point in time, and there's a troll that he threw into a fire, presumably at the door. Although I guess it could be that moron that got us all in here in the first place over a fucking backpack.
Shauna, if that is mentioned out loud, Shauna will agree. We all just agree he's fucked, right? As she's running.
You guys can. Go ahead.
All I know is he ain't my problem no more.
Okay. So you guys continue further. You get to a bit of a ravine where you need to cross over these wooden planks that are stretched across. They look like they've been here for some time.
Oh.
So you're going to have to go one at a time.
Shauna is just going to pull out her rope and ball like the end up as much as she can while holding onto a small part and just throw it across. Because we're all gonna he'll be holding this rope while crossing.
Desmond still has the one, I'm assuming, still tied to his hip. He's like, oh, we're still here. We need to leave. And is just like probably trailing this rope line.
I'll try and go first.
Sam, Spocky, you need to either hold on to me or hold on to this rope right in front of me here in case he falls. I ain't going to be worth much lifting. But
I'm just gonna pass that rope off to Sparky.
if he takes the rope and we start leaning across one at a time.
Okay. Give me dexterity checks as you guys make your way across.
Acrobatics or dex?
Just dex.
Can I guidance?
That's a 5 for
Nine.
penance.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Oh no.
Well, we're doing this one at a time. Penance went at 5, so if he was falling, we would catch him with the rope.
Were we good for guidance, by the way? Sorry.
No guidance.
Did okay on the
Oh my
acrobatics.
god! Oh.
TPK to environmental effects.
You guys all go, and because like you're trying to put some distance between you and possibly the troll that's come back in here, you group up a little too much, and you hear the wood start to groan, and it snaps underneath your feet. I need everybody to give me dexterity saving throws.
These guys hate us, man.
If I could roll higher than a 10 at all tonight, that'd be
Wait,
incredible.
oh wait, no, Sparky doesn't give us that, right? Yet.
Not yet. Oh, good. There we go.
Not yet.
10.
So Sparky sees what's about to happen, jumps back on to the this side here. The rest of you fall down into the ravine, and you take.
Knowing he's roughed up, can Shauna try to just catch Desmond? Just let him fall on her.
It would you'd
Bad.
still take the damage, yeah.
Okay.
Well, if I saw it, aren't we all wrapped up in one rope?
It's not deep enough for the rope to matter like that. So they fall and just take.
Oh, they're just okay.
Yeah, it's just like a 10-foot fall. But that's enough to send Desmond back to
Dead again.
unconsciousness.
Just smacks into the ground.
Not
the angel's
dead.
like, what the hell, dude?
Not dead. Unconscious.
Unconscious. But now you're at the
And
bottom
this
of a
one
10.
is dead weight.
You are now at the bottom of a 10-foot ravine. The growling is getting louder behind you. You need to decide what you're gonna do.
Get the hell out.
I'm going to slowly bleed out.
Sounds good.
Stop it.
He will need healing, or he has to roll death saves.
Oh my god, is he close by?
No, I'm 10 feet below you. This is the issue.
We're
Alright.
gonna
Arms
gonna
snapped in half, like legs twisted the
drop
bad way.
Desmond as close to the ledge as we can. We're just Shauna and Penance are gonna pick him up and shove him up, and hope Sparky can get hands on him.
Okay, I'll allow that. That's fine.
Some weekend at
Yeah,
Bernie's.
five.
Just
You
So
just have
that's
to,
5
you
on
just have
my
to
healing.
launch his ass. So 5 points to you.
oh, fuck this place.
Now you guys will have to hop over, or climb up the right way. So you climb up, you're fine. I won't make you roll anything crazy for that. You guys hop up on the right way, and as you come to the like an opening in this in the trees here, it kind of is like a circle that goes down in steps, and over across from you, lying on the ground, you see Taro. And you see a big bag laying right next to him.
Oh, you fucking maroon.
Um,
Somebody get me over to him. I need to kick that man's ass.
I'm gonna put Desmond on my back and then just start running towards Star.
All right, you hop down with Desmond on your back, dragging him, his broken body just dragging behind you. His legs are just shattered to shit. But you drag him over there to Taro, who is unconscious but breathing.
I'll hold the rear and keep an eye out for a very angry troll. But I'm
Right,
still
give me-
moving.
Give me a perception check, Penance.
Looking around, is there a way out? Do I see a circle?
You want to give me a perception check?
I do want to give you a perception check.
Want
I
Can
too
help
would
him?
like.
Okay.
Can I guidance this?
I too would like to look for an exit.
Sure, I will allow guidance.
Can I help Desmond or Shauna?
Yeah.
So
That's a
you guys
23.
can. Oh.
I'll
You
take
can roll with an
advantage.
advantage, yeah.
25.
You guys do not see like a portal. Like there's nothing that like jumps out as a portal. But you do see that there is like around these like the most inner ring of this area, you can see a bunch of mushrooms in circle, and at the bottom of it, you can see that same silvery blue water.
That damn mushroom circle is how we got here. I got a good bet says that's a way home.
But how do we open it?
Shauna will go. Do we gamble on the circle?
I ain't got much left to gamble, but sure. Drag Tweedledee in his bag over there with us. Maybe let his head bounce on the way down, though. Bastard.
I'll lead the way, I guess. And Penance will just walk to the edge of the water and just step in.
All right, as you step in, Penance disappears. It just sinks into the water.
Hell, oh hell, oh hell, oh hell, oh hell, oh hell. As Desmond is working himself up to go into fucking Feywater in this fucking Feywild after his goddamn traumatic experience.
Shauna will just go. Sorry about this, and she's just gonna push him.
Oh, fuck.
Desmond is gone. As soon as he hits the water, gone.
Shauna's just gonna hop in after and go. Sparky, I hope to see you on the other side.
All you hear is Sparky, gone.
Bring Tweedledum with you.
And the bag. And the fucking
Yeah.
bag.
All this for the bag and we leave it
Yeah,
behind, right?
leave it all for a woman to do. I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up this kid and his bag and shit and just jump into the water myself.
Or leave it
All
to
right,
the
yeah,
one
you kind of
who's physically strong enough to carry anything, because we're all at like
I believe you all just left me.
yeah.
negatives
You-
over here for our strength.
You one strap the bag, you grab Taro underneath your other arm and kind of just throw yourself off of the ledge into the water, and as you splash down, it just goes black for a moment, and then there's like a flash of colors, and then you guys notice that you are falling out of the side of a ocean cliff, and you are now careening towards the ocean water, and you splash down into it. And
Just was dead again.
the next thing you know, you're waking up on the beach. The sun is rising. And everybody is there, including Taro and his bag. And you have escaped the Feywild. As far as you can
My
tell, you are
God.
back on the Isle, the Eclipse Isle, back near the Luna Village.
Oh,
Everything hurts.
And what
Ah.
time of day is it?
Judging by the sun, about mid-afternoon.
oh, that fun, guys?
And we've been up already for like 12 hours. Because we got up at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Well, this was fun.
Can we just lay here for a bit?
Just yeah. Someone should probably just dig me a hole. This might just be the end. I appreciate y'all not letting me die in the Feywild, but I'm pretty sure every bone below my hip is shattered. I can't feel my left arm or the 3 fingers on my right hand. Ow.
Did you
Oh,
guys lay
Desmond,
there?
it's not that bad.
Sparky says that, and you kind of all lay there. Both all 3 of Shauna, Penance, and Desmond, both, although being grateful for making it out of the Feywild, being alive, all know that a door has been opened.
Yeah.
You just feel it deep down. But right now, the sun warms your face. You breathe in salty sea air. You can hear the calls of the gulls around you, as well as some of the dock workers. And the day is yours. Taro lies next to you guys, snoring very loudly.
Oh. Desmond's beat to shit.
Sparky wants to go through the Taro's bag.
Okay. There's a bunch of stuff in there. A lot of it is like stuff for making potions or tonics or salves. Other stuff is used for just like there you find like a spool of like spider silk that's akin to the fabric that your
Nice clothing is made out of.
your nice clothes was made out of. Doesn't compare. Yours are still very much much nicer than these are. But it resembles it. I mean, any of this would be valuable to an herbalist or somebody who can make alchemist stuff like that. But that's who May is. She's kind of like the general shop lady.
How does Taro look physically? Outside of his skin?
Taro looks bruised, like he has been roughed up. He's got like a bit of a black eye. But
Perfect.
otherwise all right.
Perfect. Can I give him a matching pair there?
You just punch him.
Yeah. You see Desmond like he's fucking limp on the seat, and he sees this guy laying next to him, fucking snoring, and every last bit of just indignation and rage, and he was in the fucking Feywild because this goddamn moron lost a fucking backpack. He just wells up at him. You see him like roll full body over, and one fist just goes and connects with the side of his head.
Oh
This
man!
fucking moron.
As you punch him, he like sits up. He's like, "Ow! What was that?"
Oh, good, you're
What?
awake. We thought you were dead.
No, fine. I was asleep.
Lucky.
Do you hear that? Sounds
Hear
like
what?
ringing.
Oh, yeah, that happens. Good news for you. We're out of the Feywild now. We got your bag. I never want to do that again.
No, you and me both. Does your head hurt like mine does? It's the worst. I swear. I have the worst luck. All the bad things happen to me. Oh.
Taro, if you keep talking, I will kill you.
What did I do? What's this guy's problem?
if he looks through if he looks over at Desmond, bloodied, bleeding, like one arm's just like half limp, his legs are all fucked up. I died twice in the Feywild. Thanks for that.
Well, you're alive now, so why are you taking it out on me?
John's gonna yell over because it's your gosh darn fault.
For a
Why?
we did all this for a fucking backpack. You could have picked more shit, right?
Well, yeah, but why would I want to do that? I already did it.
You are very lucky I don't have more energy, good sir. We
It
got
looks
your
like your
bag.
bones are just like sand.
They are.
Are you okay? I think you need a
No.
doctor, mister.
You would be correct. I need 3 doctors, probably 4 or 5 wet nurses, and 5 or 6 large gallon flasks of very good whiskey.
Wet nurses, are you breastfeeding?
I will. I don't know that I can chew food at this point.
I don't know if you could get that around here on Luna Village. You gotta go to like a bigger city.
No, fucking small towns.
I mean, there's that one guy who will do whatever you want for a couple bucks.
Oh no, not a
Was that the guy who's trying to sell you clothes
probably.
or something? What was it? Was it clothes or I don't remember.
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
in the stall.
Yeah,
And it's all- that wasn't
Take your
his.
measurements, yeah.
Yeah,
He's trying to take
And
your
it's all that
measurements.
wasn't
Yeah.
his.
the creepy guy. Went after girls and guys alike. He didn't care.
Oh.
Peeping
Uh,
Tom.
It's a. Are there any doctors in your village?
Oh, don't worry, Desmond. We'll find you, get you some help. You're gonna be
Sparky,
fine. You know
I'm
what? Let's.
I'm pretty sure
why don't
I'm
we go
missing my
home?
foot.
No,
No,
your foot
no,
is right there, and so
Both
Spock
my
is gonna
boots are on. I'm
lift
good.
up his foot and be like,
Ow,
"Look,
ow,
you got feet."
ow, ow,
It's just hanging there,
Sparky.
twisted the
Ow.
wrong way.
It's like a floppy fish.
Spock
just
is
dead.
like, "Okay, you know what? Here, wait, hold on," and she's gonna just like cast cure wounds on him.
Well, what?
Heal him
Oh.
for 9 points.
Oh god, I can just feel everything broken better.
You just feel all those broken pieces start to migrate back into place,
Oh,
and it's just like
why does
it's
it heal
like-
the nerves first?
you feel
She'll
everything.
be like, "What do you think? It's pumpkin juice?"
I can at least leave the nerves for last, so I feel less of it.
Oh, Desmond. Well, guys, I think we should just head home and maybe go to bed early today.
I'm gonna go spend the rest of my life in a hammock. Y'all have yourselves a pleasant day.
Donna goes, "We have to walk Taro home first. Reward." He's like just so tired
It's-
and
Y'all
Angry.
can go for
Shauna,
it.
it's not worth it.
I-
I can't. I don't want to.
He knows where his
I
house
think it's time
is.
we gotta. Because Sparky just looked at her health and it's like really bad. So Sparky's like, "Yeah, we should go home. My mom will make us some food."
Taro's like, yeah, I mean, you guys just come by Maze later. I'll get you whatever she promised you. That's perfectly fine. You know, when you can walk and stuff and your bones aren't noodles.
Sparky's gonna just
Uh-huh.
punch him.
He's
Shut up and go home, and then he
He-
just punches him.
He flies backwards, like into the bag, and sinks down perfectly where like his arms slip into the straps. And he's just kind of unconscious there, and then you leave him there.
Yeah, we'll deal with him later. I really don't care. And Sparky's gonna walk towards her house.
Yeah, I say Desmond left when he said I'm gonna go spend the rest of my or life in the hammock. He was already walking. He didn't get far. He's like 4 steps ahead of you. He is limping very heavily.
Walking
I'm
on
gonna
the
go
sand is
like give
very
him
hard
a.
at this moment.
Yeah, he's got a
I'll
gentleman's
go give
cane,
him
which
a like hand.
isn't helping in the sand. Like he's using the cane properly, and it's just like sinking further in. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
Fuck is gonna go like grab his hand and like throw it around her shoulder and just like help him limp. Basically like carrying him. He's like almost to the ground, but she's just like carrying him.
Shauna's gonna go the other arm and do the other arm, just because that symmetry makes me laugh. 6 foot Shauna and like 3 foot Sparky, so Desmond's
Oh.
arms are like.
And Desmond is not a tall man. He's like 5'8", so it's just like, oh, ladies, I appreciate the attempt, but something about this don't feel right. Is my spine supposed to bend like that?
I'll
Feet just
I'll
dragging.
balance it out and take Sparky's place. So he's slightly level.
Okay.
Twice now you two have come to my aid.
His penance is like 6'2", so he's a bit taller than Desmond.
Fuck is like, I can do better, and then pick Desmond up and put him on her shoulder. So there's like Shauna.
Weirdly enough,
Penance.
this is better.
That's great. That's
The
great.
world's tiniest baby.
His legs are just dangling in front, just bouncing as you guys move. He's got his arms on the shoulder of Shauna and Penance as you guys make your way down the street. Everybody's looking as to what's going on. And every so often, Penance, you can't help but wince in pain as Desmond rubs up against the still singed skin. But eventually you make it back to Sparky's house, and her mom and dad are both there. They're furious. Where have you been? Yeah, where exactly? I asked all around where you been. Nobody's seen you for 2 days.
Hey, wow.
Whoa. No, we were only going for like a day.
Couple hours. We were helping out May find one of her associates.
Yeah, you left to do that 2 days ago.
It was about 6 hours for us. The Feywild gets tricky.
Feywild?
Yeah.
Sparky's like, Dad, it's okay. It's okay. We're here now. Because she's like super confused at why it's been 2 days.
Are we still switched?
Were we? Oh,
That's a good question.
no.
You're not so switched.
That'd be hilarious, though.
As Johnny goes, what are you guys talking about? You're not my parents.
Whatever your excuse is, take your butts upstairs right now and wash up. I will make you some food. You look terrible. Desmond, what happened to your legs?
I fell. I fell quite a bit. It was not.
From like a great height? Your legs are noodles.
It certainly felt like a great height at the time. In retrospect, it was. Yeah, it was a great height. I did this to my legs as I fell.
Yeah, he looks at at Sparky, and he's just super concerned and just like, this has your uncle all over it. This is something that he would do.
This has more to do with that Tweedledum Taro there.
Taro, Daro, and Jaro.
Sure, whichever one of them was the maroon chasing a backpack a troll took.
Sparky's now a little pissed, so she turns to her parents and like, Would you stop treating me like a child? Especially in front of my friends.
Give me an intimidation roll.
Ooh, that was almost a natural one on my side.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, hey, I'm still like respect my parents, so I wouldn't really.
Mm. They're like,
Let me know if I fail.
your dad's like, we'll stop treating you like a child when you stop acting like one, chasing after Taro. You know he's no good. He always gets everybody into trouble and hangs out with them. I can't believe that you'd be hanging around with them. And I expected more from you lot, especially you, Shauna.
Shauna will like kind of bow her head a little bit as she goes like, I am sorry. I just, you know, I've been on the surface for what day is it? Like 3 days?
Sparky turns to her dad and be like, "Dad, would you mind?" And she's gonna just like run towards her room.
Oh,
Desmond's dead again.
Desmond
Whiplash.
goes with you as you're carrying him. He's just limp upper body just gets
Oh.
pulled up, and then you slam the door, and it's just Shauna and Pennant sitting down there.
Ah.
He's like, Sparky's dad's like, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. 2 days. You had us worried. We thought you guys all left without saying goodbye, without participating in the fishing tournament. Desmond's looking forward to that. I know he is.
Shauna takes 3 psychic damage at the term. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Sparky's mom comes like and puts a hand on his shoulder. All right, dear, that's enough. I think they got the point. They're home now. They were out doing something for May. They're back. Let's just give them some time to rest. I hope Desmond's poor legs heal right. They looked awful. You all must be hungry. I will cook something for you. You just rest.
As we're resting, Penance will make his way out to the hot springs. And,
Also known as Shauna's bed.
yeah. And find a quiet spot in a corner somewhere and bring Saxibus back.
All right. You begin the ritual for summoning Saxibus. This time it's a little different. You feel that seared flesh begin to bubble up, and you just watch as it forms painful blisters that grow and pop and ooze, and then you feel your flesh being torn apart, and you watch as Saxibus crawls out of it, and as she does so, she's carrying a length of chain, and she pulls it out of your skin, and as she gets right to the edge, it stops, and then it just hangs down.
So I have
That's for you.
a length of chain hanging out of my arm.
As you say that, it comes to life and wraps around your skin and singes into it and burns into it, and it's now like a gauntlet of just chain seared into your skin.
Shouldn't have expected anything less.
But so you don't forget who owns you.
Like
She doesn't like to be tempted. You offered her something and then took it off the table. She's displeased. She'll take it out of your flesh. She wanted me to make sure that you knew that.
Every day I live is a day that she doesn't get me, so I'll live with the pain.
You haven't even begun to experience pain. Not like she can show you.
Well, pain's a way to tell that you're still alive. So, I'll
As you say
take
that,
it.
there's a searing white hot pain that resonates from this chain as Saxibus puts her claw on it, and it becomes like molten steel, and it's burning your arm, and you are feeling it. You take a d6 worth of fire damage
Ooh.
as you are feeling this pain. 3 points of fire damage as it's searing, and she's just placing her hand on it, and she's like, "This is only the beginning of your punishment. More will be exacted. Do not become arrogant. You are only special because she made you so."
And you're only here as my jailer. Make sure I play nice and do as she says. I don't care.
The only one that's been playing nice is me. But now I don't need to anymore. So you best believe any ounce of power that you beg the mistress for, I shall exact tenfold from your flesh.
Well, I still got a few more pounds left in me, and I don't see you, her, doing anything about that at the moment.
Saxibus smiles, that rictus smile of just jagged teeth, and she just looks at you unblinkingly and says, "Your suffering shall be insurmountable." You feel that chain rear up again as you take another d6 of fire damage. You take 6 points of fire damage. And it becomes so hot, you feel like if you don't douse this in water quick, it'll just burn your arm right off.
He'll reluctantly walk over to the water. As Saxibus is on his arm, right? Because she's touching this chain.
She's now like just flying, like floating there, hovering, watching as you walk towards the water.
Alright. I'm gonna turn around, look at her. And then just stand there with it burning by the water.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
That's not right. That was supposed to be a
Hey,
saving throw.
shit.
So that should be 2 more. 16.
16. Okay. The fire continues to burn your arm. You begin to like lose consciousness for a bit as the pain just becomes so severe, but you're able to will yourself, but you are going to take another d6 of fire damage. Not a d100 plus a d6. Just 1 point this time. Maybe it's lessening, or maybe you're just losing consciousness and you're not able to feel it. Maybe your nerves are just completely fucked. But you take 1 more point. Do you continue to stand there?
I'll douse it when I feel like it, and I'll dismiss her.
She dismisses.
And then
Still
I'll step
feel
in the
that.
pool.
As you step in, there's a rush of coldness over your arm as you feel the water wrap around it. Give me another Constitution saving throw.
Where isn't it? There we go. 15.
15. You splash down, and it takes a while for that pain to go away. You stay under the water for a long time until your lungs begin to, like, scream for air. And then you finally feel a tinge of relief in your arm. And you pull yourself up to the surface. What do you do as you come out of the water? You see that chain wrapped around your arm like a gauntlet, going from your wrist to about 3/4 up of your forearm, now melted into your skin, slowly fading to a dark gray.
I'll stay in the water, and then as I do, he's just gonna kind of stare off, and he's just gonna scream as loud as he can, as he just, even though it's not gonna do anything, he's gonna burn his radiant consumption and just rage against everything that's been going on.
You're doing this like in the water, like under the water?
Yeah. His
So
head would be out of the water. But
okay.
That radiant consumption is just going to fill the pool with that light.
Boil it.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Like from out of you, just like in these little like warping lines, we see just like this yellow light eking out from you, and the water, it bubbles every now and then from being a natural hot spring, but it starts to bubble ferociously as if somebody put on the bubbles high speed in a hot tub, and steam starts to rise up everywhere, and there's like a flash in this pond, and then it all settles, and you can tell that the water is easily a foot down, a foot or two from where it was, and it begins to settle and calm, and suddenly you just feel just an emptiness. You're floating in this water. There's that little bit of pain coming from your hand, but with that release, you are kind of just floating there, looking up at the bright sky.
And I just stay in the water for a while, just rest until somebody came by to look for me.
All right. Meanwhile, back in the house, Shauna, you're left downstairs by yourself with both Mama and Papa's Mernig, as Sparky has ran upstairs carrying Desmond's limp body with her.
Donna probably just has like her head on the table, like just forehead just pressed to the table as she's just sitting there going like exhaling and breathing as she's like, everything hurts. Today has been the longest day ever. And he's wondering when the boot's gonna drop. He expected the boot to drop like 30 minutes ago. But it didn't. But, you know, there's always something.
There's always something. You still feel that presence lingering. Maybe at the back of your mind, maybe watching over you. At times you even look over your shoulders while you're sitting at this table. But you see nobody. On the shelves you mistake an arrangement of seashells for a pair of eyes looking at you, but as you shake your head, they are just but an arrangement of shells. And then that feeling of a presence lingering passes as food is placed in front of you.
Shauna will go. You wouldn't happen to have milk, would you?
Well, sure. Yeah, of course. They pour you a glass of milk.
No. Shauna would know that's like a traditional like offering for Faye, right?
Yeah.
She won't drink that milk. She's just gonna push it off to the side. It's like with her meal. She's not trying to make it too suspicious, but she's not touching it. And she'll just eat for a little bit, and then kind of excuse herself with, I think I'm gonna go down to the beach for a little bit.
Okay.
And she will take that cup to the water's edge.
All right. So Sparky's house to the beach is a little bit of distance, so you'll have to do some walking. And you'll walk past Penance, who is floating in the pools right now. Do you say anything to him, or you just go on your own?
How miserable is Penance looking?
More, I'd say more empty than miserable. Just kind of that blank look at this point in time, especially if it's been a while. Kind of like 1,000-yard stare, just kind of looking off, floating, looking at the sky. So, take that as
Shauna
you
will offer. She'll gently ask, I'm going down to the water's edge if you would like to come.
I could walk. I'll join you. And he'll crawl out of the water, dripping wet, still fully clothed, and just slowly kind of trudge behind.
Shauna will look at the not armored hand and she'll go, what's going on with your fingers? They're all shrunken.
If you spend a lot of time in the water, you get wrinkly. It's a surface dweller thing. I don't know why. You might have to ask Desmond or Sparky, somebody smarter than me.
Shauna will nod and she'll go, well, I mean, she's trying to think of the nicest way to put it, but she'll just kind of pat him on the shoulder and she goes, I don't think you're done.
Thank you.
Shauna will just kind of nod and she'll go, well, time to try to pay a little of my dues. She'll kind of pull up the cup of milk.
Pencil. Just nod and follow behind. What's with the milk?
I heard that it's something that you give to the Fae on the surface. It might be more exotic for Undine, so maybe it'll be a little bit more favorably looked on.
Again, same as with the wrinkles. I haven't had much experience with the Fae, so I don't know. Other than today and the last few days, but I haven't heard that one before.
Kind of will look a little worried, as you know, maybe her sources underwater aren't that great for surface things.
The two of you walk towards the beach. Cut back inside to Sparky's room, where she's just thrown Desmond limply on the bed, I guess. You tell me what's going on.
I guess I'll throw Desmond on the bed, or maybe on the floor right next to the bed.
Oh, you couldn't even aim for a shot.
Sorry,
Sparky.
Desmond.
I'm all for a dramatic walk off, but your folks' defense, they were kind of right to be worried. It was terrible where we were. Some people got turned into cats and dolls and things. There was a hag trying to leave them that way. We set the whole damn place on fire, which honestly was the highlight of the trip. There was a pissed off troll. I died twice. Powdered my legs on a fucking door stopper. Like, they were right. That place sucked.
Well, it's been like this since I was a kid.
Oh no, you mean they've worried for you and cared for you since you were a child? I swear. It's almost like
That's not
the parents-
that. That's not what I meant.
Oh, okay.
They never
okay,
let me do anything. And they always call my uncle for everything I do.
You're gonna have to forgive me here, cause I'm an orphan and all, but your parents wouldn't let you do anything. No way in hell that's true, because you were not here when we met. It's not like I came to this island and met you here. You were off in a gambling den.
Yeah,
You're in a-
that's because I left on my own. And I'm trying to cope with it by not saying anything, or I don't even know why we got back here. And you think I like the Fae?
It was that big ass fish that swallowed us. You know, because the ocean's full of terrible things that want to eat you all the time, and the water wants to kill you.
I know, they just want me to do that, but I would rather do something else. And every time I go something and do something, they always make a big scene.
Well, yeah.
You know, it's fine. I'm used to it now.
I'm sorry. I'm just very. That sounds like a parent who worries for the child. I think that's pretty standard.
Well,
For
there's
most folk.
parents who worry for their child, and then there's my parents.
I'm not gonna lie, his pocket. I feel like you're very upset that they care so much about you that they worry about you, and I just don't understand. I think maybe that could eventually be suffocating, but I mean, having someone at home who worries for you isn't exactly a bad thing. I think that's what most folk go looking for the whole damn lives.
Sparky just turns to him and be like, I mean, but they don't have to make such a big fuss. I know I'm a girl. They just want me to stay home. I mean, they are caring. I love them for that. But at one point, they need to learn that I am grown up. And let me do what I want to do. How am I going to learn if I don't make my mistakes?
Okay, real quick question here. How old are you, Sparky?
Oh, man, I don't even remember. He's like 21.
21 for a gnome is like 7 or some shit, right?
Is that right? I don't know.
She's just into her adult years for a gnome, I believe. But that's like
Yeah.
Okay, so she's essentially like, it's essentially like an early 20s for her, right?
Yeah.
In comparison, okay. I mean, if you're just now stepping out of the house, it makes sense why they'd be worried. They're still very attached to you. I mean, shit, even when I first left the orphanage, the mothers there, if they saw me in town, would worry. It was fine. I mean, it was nice to see him again, but it's not like I went back to the orphanage after that. At a certain age, you have to go. There's more kids coming in. But it feels. I mean, well, you're here again. It makes sense that they're gonna fall into old patterns. It hasn't been that long since he was just a wee one. Oh, I suppose.
Well, it's fine. Fine, whatever. I guess I'm just a little upset. I'm tired.
You and me both. Why that is
Maybe
such a
we should
sweet
just go
puppy.
take a shower. I
I'm
think I'm gonna
glad
go
it-
to the, what is it called? The pond.
Hot spring.
Yeah, that. I don't know much about a shower right now. I don't know that I'll be able to stand for quite that long. I may be able to hobble out to the pond though. I think one of my legs is strong enough.
Yeah. Well, why don't I help you and we can both go down there and take a bath.
Yeah, that would be good. And he's still gross. Desmond is like he went into the water. Well, actually, he's cleaner now because he went into the water to drown. But for Desmond, he's still gross.
Yep.
I'd say at some point. Well, no, it was long enough. He's probably got like dried hag blood still halfway up his face. Like he's not in good shape. His own blood is everywhere. He's not. He is.
Just like
filthy.
stood on your face from the fire.
Yeah, everything smells just a little bit of like wood smoke.
We also fell in a little ravine, so
Who knows what
dirt
was in
and-
there?
dirt and scum and whatever.
And then we went back out into the freaking ocean and washed up on a beach, so he's covered in sand.
Ocean.
Yep.
So
the
yeah,
ocean.
he's not not having a great time. So he's gonna lean heavily on his cane and probably Sparky's shoulder as he tries to hobble out to the bath, fully clothed. Just and you see his mage hand rush out to wherever his bag is and plucks a bar of soap.
When we come down, the food will be ready will be on the table.
Yep.
As much as I want to take a shower, I really want to eat something. So Spock is gonna stop by the table and try to gobble up something without trying to avoid her parents. She's hurrying up because she doesn't want to talk to her
Bucky,
parents. If
stay and take your time. I think I need to clean up first. Mrs. Murnig, thank you so much for the food. I'll be back in just a few moments. And Desmond hobbles out the door, very deliberately leaving Sparky alone with her parents. He's still a little shit. He's in pain, but he's still a little shit.
This is why we saved him.
It's okay. Usually
Sparky's
Penance is
gonna-
the one to say the really awful things that makes her parents upset because he has no filter.
Spock is gonna sit down and serve some food and mumble under her breath stupid Desmond left me here.
Desmond walks outside. He's got one Sparky-sized handprint on the side of his face from where she was trying to wake him up.
And she sits down and starts eating, but she's not making any eye contact with her parents.
Your dad's sitting there at the table, across from you, just eating as well. And your mom's going back and forth from the countertop to the table, bringing other food. And after a few moments of silence, it's broken by your mom. She's like, "So did you find Taro?"
She's just her eyes are still pointed at the desk. She's table, and she's like, Yeah, we found him.
Where was he? Lost again in the forest.
Yeah, he was.
You said something about a troll.
She, as always, Sparky's gonna try to like minimize the details that she gave her parents. Oh, we heard something like a troll. No, it's nothing. Back safe.
Yeah, but it has been 2 days, so you will forgive us if we seem a little worried. You left, and well, when we woke up the next day, you were not here.
Well, the forest, it has a time of its own, so kind of lost track of time. For us, it wasn't that long. And she, as she's eating, she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry if I bored you guys. We really lost track of time, and we didn't know that it was already 2 days."
Your mom kind of chuckles at this response and cups your shoulder with her hand before grabbing you something to drink and pouring it into the glass. This was an excuse that she would give them quite readily when you were younger. You lost track in the woods. The woods have a time of their own. It's like time doesn't flow the same way. And they always took it as just an excuse for Sparky to be out doing something either with her uncle or something that her uncle taught her. And your dad kind of grumbles under his breath, but doesn't really say much. He's just like as he puts a piece of food into his mouth, and your mom just kind of chuckles and she says, "Well, I'm glad you're back and you're safe. Eat up and make sure you make Desmond a plate. He's gonna need all types of protein by the looks of him." They look outside the window and Desmond is like struggling to walk. He's made it like barely any distance. He's like just off the porch.
Yeah, say whatever like half of the distance to the pool is, I'm like half of that distance. I've made it a quarter of the way
Yeah.
there. Just limping and dragging one foot. He is he's in such bad shape.
Sparky, like stuffing her mouth with some of the food, she's like, "I'm gonna go help him," and she's gonna run out and like help carry Desmond's limp body. Like, dude, when you're like dead weight, you're so heavy. And she just like carries him.
I'll have you know I am very light. Alright, I hadn't put on that much weight. Oh my god. Is everything supposed to hurt all the time? This is not
I think
pleasant.
you're getting old.
Oh, don't you start with me.
I think I see like a gray hair. She's just like playing with him now.
Oh, don't
Look
even.
it's
Sparky,
not,
I've had a day enough as is. Don't be bringing grays into this. Alright. I died today. You don't need to bring up gray hairs. Alright. It's been.
Well, you know, like every time you die, you get one gray hair. So.
Or maybe. Oh, I guess it's possible I died yesterday. I'm not totally sure on how time shift works there.
I don't know, but it was fun. I'm glad you guys were there with me.
Fun? You call that fun? Sparky, fun is sitting at a table playing a game with a drink in your hand and, you know, some sucker across the way from you losing all the money. That's fun. What we just did was horrifying. That was traumatic. That was a hellhole meant for criminals and the misbegotten.
It was as same as fighting that creature at the casino.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you talking about the one singular terrible event that happened at the casino? The one bad thing that happened there. That's what you're bringing up right now? All right, hold up.
That would have turned out really bad.
You're talking about this one thing that tried to attack us at a casino, as opposed to the
Yeah, well, that thing
the
was
shark
huge.
person, the fish that ate us, all the Mara people that I guess aren't Shauna's friends that attacked us. Hold up, This is just the beginning. This is just day one here. All right.
Are you
The ocean tried to eat us.
Desmond?
We got all right. Then we got Taro and the 3 idiots out there doing who knows what. I was attacked by bushes on your island. All right. We were attacked by the damn troll and the big ass hornets. Hold up, yeah. I'm catching up to where we're now. We're now because we went into the Feywild and the pixies came at us. We had 2 people turned into pets. All right. We got attacked by mushrooms. A big old frog boy.
Are you done? Are you done?
Not yet. I mean, I had some more left. I hadn't quite gotten to the part where I fucking died in the Feywild because some moron left his goddamn backpack in there.
We will not let you die. You know this.
Sparky, wherever I was not in any plane or realm I have ever heard of before.
You
And
know
I've been
what?
to multiple planes of existence.
Come on, Desmond. It's not that bad. Other people have it worse. Think of Taro, who has to go into that place every single day.
No, I don't give 2 shits about Taro's poor decisions and life choices there. All right. Listen, the nicest thing that's happened on your island so far is I got to meet your lovely parents. And for some god-awful reason, when y'all got me up before the sun rose and we went to go see the goddamn moon in the sky, that was very pretty. Oh, and that nice gentleman in the illusionary bar there had some very fine whiskey. Sake, I'm sorry. It was sake.
You know what?
Those were nice things that happened on your island.
Yeah, I mean, some nice things happened, but at the casino, there were no nice things happening.
There was games happening all over the place. I mean, there were no nice things happening. There's bets being made, money being changing hands.
You know what,
Glorious,
Desmond?
glorious
You can write a book about all these adventures. Think about that. Now you know what to do when you meet huge hornets.
I already knew the answer was run the fuck away. Why do we all just stand there and let these fuckers sting us? Well, you guys let them sting. I ran. I don't know if y'all noticed or not. I got out of that one almost scot-free. In fact, I almost got out of the Feywild scot-free, except for the goddamn water that tried to eat me. Surviving is fun, Sparky.
No, I mean, come on. Okay, so you live your your whole life without any kind of excitement. That is not fun.
That's what the casino was for. You make a bet. That's where your excitement comes from.
At a desk. No.
It's not a desk. It's a table.
It's a real fun, buddy. And she puts him in a headlock and does a little.
Sparky, my neck is. I don't think all those bones are still there. Please just gentle.
Okay. I ain't gonna argue with you. I guess my fun is different than your fun.
Your fun is violent and dangerous. All right, and listen, if you enjoyed your little walk through hell there, by all means, next time you go, please don't take me. For the record, I had wanted to sleep in, and you all dragged me out to go see the moon, and then to the Feywild, and then I died. I really appreciate you all getting me out of there and bringing me back. I do. All right, but I'm pretty sure my jaw don't hurt because of the other 2.
But okay, just think about it. If you weren't there,
I wouldn't have died. I would have woken up 2 days ago and went, "Where is everybody at?" Oh, I'm so sorry, Mrs. Moonig. You're making some sweets or something? Here, let me taste test those cookies for you. That sounds like so much better than going through the Feywild.
But you did have fun looking at the moon.
You are right. That was nice. I do not think that was a fair trade for everything else that happened, though.
Well, we'll see what. I think tomorrow is. Do I know what date the fishing competition is? Is it tomorrow?
No, you still got a couple days.
Oh, don't even bring up that damn fishing competition. I am not getting on no boat, Sparky. The water
it's okay,
killed me.
It's gonna be fun. We're gonna be in a boat.
That's not
We're
fun.
gonna get the biggest fish ever.
No. No, thank you. Last time I was on a boat, I was as far from the water as I could possibly get, and somehow some fucking squish heads or fish pots ended up in my hat. I don't even know how that shit got up there.
What?
All right, do you understand? Like, I can't get anywhere near this shit without it messing up my day.
Okay, guess what? I bet 100 gold that if you come on this ship, no, wait, hold on. I gotta come up with a good bet.
I'm very curious what you think you can gamble with me to get my ass back on a boat. I'm trying to figure out how the hell I'm going to get off this island without getting on a boat. Dennis ain't here. You can ask him for help.
I am like Okay, I'll think about a bet. Give me a little bit longer. I'll think about a bet, and if you get up on that boat and come go fishing with us, we're gonna catch the biggest fish.
Why
And
are you saying that like it's a good thing?
why not? It's a fishing competition. That's the whole point of the thing.
The whole point of
I
the thing is to
mean-
find the biggest fish.
Well, not
What's
the
wrong
biggest
with
fish.
you people?
We're fishermen, Desmond. We're fishermen. That's what we do.
You poor souls.
Just like you're a gambler.
What I do is fun. What y'all do is like
It's
work, and at the end of the day, you
It
get
is
fish.
fun.
Congrats. You some
You know how
smelly thing that wants
amazing
to
it is
slap you in
to
the
catch
face.
like one of the big fishes? That's like
No.
amazing. The thrill. You reel it in.
No, thank you.
Like you
Listen,
don't know
if
what
I get
size the fish is. You gotta reel it in, and then you see like sometimes you get like these tiny ones, which you're like, oh, disappointed. But then you get like huge ones, and you're like, yeah.
fuck you.
And you get to measure them, and you can compare it with your other friends. Man, so much fun.
No, listen, if I grab a fishing rod right now, and even one of your little tiny ones, poles on it, I'm pretty sure they'll finish breaking. Like, at this point, I feel like I'm made of just hopes and dreams and that moment just before the turn. Like, I ain't held together here by much more than spit and vinegar at this point.
Well,
And if I get on that boat, your dad's gonna try and make me hook or like fish or I don't know what the hell it's called, where you put the gross, disgusting part of an already dead fish on a hook to hope other fish eat the gross, disgusting
Okay, what
thing.
if we don't? Okay, I can make a deal with you. You don't have to do any of that. You could be up there and like.
Listen, you say that now, but your father's like this weird
Yeah.
little force of nature. He just like comes on in and does things, and then next thing you know, you got half a fish in your hands, and you don't know how it got there.
Well, he's a dad. He learned.
It's kind of impressive. It's
He had a lot
gross.
of practice.
It's
He
disgusting.
had a
but
lot
it's
of
kind
practice with
impressive.
me.
Oh no.
Well, you know what? We don't have to think about it right now. I know you're in pain. Why don't you just take a
Yeah,
bath?
just kind of push me in there. The clothes need to get washed, anyways, and I'm pretty sure my blood is like stitched these things into my wounds. I'm not. This is gonna suck. And Desmond will just kind of like full on like fall into this little warm pool that is lower, much lower than it was
Probably
last time
hit
you
the
saw
bottom.
it. Oh, wasn't this deeper yesterday?
And then Desmond feels the coils of a water weird.
Oh God. That's right. I forgot.
Got
I forgot. I'm supposed to make him terrified of that now. No, but this was safe water. He's been in this water already. And it's just he's just like laying there in the shallower water. The mage hand holding the soap bar is just like, even it seems weak as it's just like barely scrubbing Desmond as it goes. It's like, this is. I think I'm just gonna sit here for a bit. Oh, where did the other two go? I need to thank them for well, what they did.
Um,
Penance might be in trouble. I'm not sure what Shauna did to end up where I was, but those two,
What do you mean they're in trouble? Because I didn't see anything or hear anything, so I'm like,
Other than Penance driving.
yeah, I don't.
wherever I was, one moment it was just me by myself and this thing way off in the distance. And as I was approaching it, trying to figure out what it was, the world kind of lit on fire, or wherever I was at, everything kind of went up in flames. And now, I don't know, I've made a bad bet or two in my days, but nothing that would have enticed the devil, so to speak. At least not outside of maybe Kurgane himself. But it wasn't him that spoke to me, it was some woman. And the scent I got, I can feel it, sometimes smell it whiffing off of Penance there. It's all full of brimstone and hate. And then, just as those flames got almost unbearable, water showed up, and I could hear Shauna yelling at me from a distance off. And as she got closer, the flames blocked her off, too. But whatever she had done helped dampen the original pull from whichever one of the demons saw fit to come say hello to me in my dying days, dying moment. I'm just saying they might be in, I don't know how those moments ended up there, but I feel like I owe those two a thank you, at the very least.
Well, while all of this was happening, I mean, I saw Penance, his face was like he was in a lot of pain. So I didn't have time to inquire about it. I was trying to vigorously shake you so you'll wake up.
That would explain why my jaw hurts, don't it? Doesn't it still feel the handprint from the demon that grabbed him? That hot flash on his shoulder of fire?
It still feels like there's a lingering like pressure there, but doesn't feel like it's burning anymore.
Okay. If Desmond takes off his shirt as he's cleaning himself, do I see a scar there, or any like visual representation of it, or no? No. Yeah, I don't.
Well, I mean, I don't. Do we see? They've already left to go to the beach, I believe.
Yep.
Well, we can always inquire when, I don't know, when they show up. I don't know where they went.
Yeah. Either way. If you see them before I do, you mind letting them know I need to talk to them for a bit.
You would
I don't know.
I was about to say, you would have heard Penance speak out. He said that out loud, standing over Desmond, asking for help.
I just need to say thank you for whatever they did. They may have made a fool's bet, but they made it in my favor, so I can't be too upset with them for that.
Well, that's what we do. Even though you don't like to be here, you're one of us.
That's a wild choice y'all made.
You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I think I have a bet. If you come to go, it's not even a bet. If you come to go on this fishing tour, I will build a casino in this place and you can play some games.
Okay. See, I'm all for a new casino popping up. It seems like your village could really use it. However, that does leave me with the dilemma that I may be stuck here for the rest of my life. And as nice
we can make another bet then.
Tell you what, Sparky, how about you try again when my ribs are all in the right spot. Yeah,
Okay.
I really don't want to get on that boat, Sparky.
Well, we'll come to that when it come to that. And as one of my very smart friends told me, fishing is gambling because you throw out something and you don't know what you're gonna get.
So it's a gotcha game then. I prefer gambling that has at least a little bit of skill in it.
This has a lot of okay, Desmond. Now you sound like you really need a rest.
I have been saying that since y'all woke my ass up this
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah. I think we need to talk about it after you healed up, because
All means,
it
that
seems
once
like
I'm feeling better, I'll be able to
waist
run
down
away.
is not working.
I'm sorry, what was
So
that?
your waist down from your body is not working.
It's like 30%. Like I said, I got one leg. The knee kind of sort of works. The hip's a bit stiff. It'll be.
You'll be fine in the morning. You just
I
need a good night's sleep.
sure. Let's hope. I don't think my luck's quite that good, Sparky. Any good luck
You do
I
not
had,
look good. You
I-
do not look good.
I mean, rude. Fair, but rude.
Hey, that's what honest friends do. They tell you how it is.
You're allowed to lie to me, Damn. I ain't gonna be
I ain't
upset
gonna
right
lie
now.
to you. What kind of friend does that make me?
The kind of worries about my feelings and how the hell I'm holding up together after going
Oh,
through my
you'll
own
be
personal hell.
fine.
Everyone
You're
keeps saying that.
fine. You'll
At some
be
point,
fine.
you feel like someone would actually listen to me when I say I'm not going to be fine. But no, it's fine. Desmond will be
No, I
fine.
mean
We're just the Feywild.
your physical abilities will come back after you take a good night rest. Your mental, I don't know about that.
Either way, I'm more looking forward to your mom's cooking at this point than I am anything else.
Well, I'll tell her to whip up something nice. What would you like to eat?
I ain't got no preferences. Anything I don't have to cook sounds delicious.
Well,
Your mother's very good cook.
that she is.
Desmond's gonna continue to wash himself as his body just like heartbeats in pain with everything else that's going on.
Okay.
And eventually he does think to try prestidigitation, but that's not gonna be enough. He went through the Feywild. He needs soap.
Yep. All right. Is there anything the two groups would like to discuss? Or can we just kind of fast forward and reconvene?
There would be a brief moment with the milk where Shauna would basically offer it to the sea. And she would give a heartfelt thanks, as best she can.
How do you offer it?
How do I offer it? I think it would be as simple as maybe getting Undine's attention by saying her name once. She'd say Undine and then just pour it into the water.
You pour the milk into the water that's breaking on the shore here. And as you pour the milk in, you watch as it washes in and out with the tide. You watch as it disappears deeper or further out into the waves. And as you kind of just stand there, something washes up at your feet. And it is a fish head. Its eye pale and pupilless.
Let's get stock. Shauna will pick it up.
As you pick it up, it falls away into that dust that you've seen other things crumble to.
Uh,
That dust gets washed away with the water as well, leaving nothing but the sand. No trace of the milk or the fish head.
Hana would kneel down and kind of say into the waters. Penance would probably pick this up. She isn't super whispering it, but she's speaking softly. She goes, "There's a lesson here I'm missing. There's something I don't understand."
Give me a insight check.
Not bad.
With a 16, you feel as if this was a reminder of your work, the work that you ran away from. You don't know if this is a reminder of your failures at that, or if this is an enticement for you to continue. But it's definitely brought back to the forefront of your mind. And you remember that shark that attacked you and how it was essentially deteriorating underneath these like barnacles. You remember the effect on the boat that shark bite had when it bit into the hull. How the corruption was spreading. This fish head is some sort of reminder that there's still something going on, something that you set in motion, something that you ran away from, something that you feel if you don't confront sooner than later, it's going to come confront you.
Rana will look back at Penance. And there's a little bit of concern because what are, he would think that if she asked, they might help her. But at the same time, she also knows that it's just so dangerous. And she's just kind of gonna hope that they can, back in Aquinas, hold on just a little bit longer. They just need time to get stronger.
Well, with that, you gonna say something, Sylvan?
Penance would. Well, I don't know about the other two, but I do what I can to help underwater. I'm not very good in the water, but I'm willing to help.
I appreciate that. I do. I think until I can make it so you're safe underwater, it just wouldn't work. But that's the problem for another day. We just saved Desmond. I think we can take our victories.
We all need rest.
You guys head back?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys eventually reconvene now that you're back together. We'll say it's about partially to dusk at this moment. Is there anything you guys wanted to do before you turned in?
Very too once the word y'all just kind of wandered off.
Nana will hold up the cup and give it kind of a little bit of a shake, and she'll go, I was trying to pay a little bit of the debt.
Right. I think that's something I need to talk to y'all about. Did y'all deal yourselves a bad hand on account of me?
I might have, but you were gone, and I didn't know what to do. It's
I-
the only thing I had. You're the only one I've ever met that was like me. So I wanted to help.
I appreciate your help, but it's taking a hell of a risk, man, to gamble like that. I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. I'm assuming the hellfire and boys threatening me to choose life was is that your mistress then?
Yes.
Well, she might be a little cross. She said I needed to make a choice.
I guarantee you she is. And he'll show the chain gauntlet.
Ah,
What used to be the rosary is now just a glove of chain.
you got dealt a bad hand in a quite literal sense there. Penance. That's I alright. Y'all dealt yourselves some bad hands on account of me. Unfortunately, that means I owe y'all a debt that I don't know how to repay. This ain't a gambling debt that I threw something on the table here for. This is, weirdly enough, something y'all chose to do for my dumb ass out of the goodness of your hearts. That's quite frankly terrifying, and I kind of hate that y'all made that choice for me. Don't get me wrong, I love being alive. Don't get me wrong, I love that. This is lovely. But for all of the lords, why? I mean, you said the only one I've met like you, and to be fair, you're the only one I've met like me as well. But Penance, this is quite a gamble on nothing. I don't have any more cards to play that I haven't told you about already. I don't think.
Well, as far as repaying debt, don't let her take you. Do that.
Oh,
We're square.
I didn't plan on letting her do nothing. She's I'm sure somebody in the world likes a lady like that. My lady is perhaps more fickle, but a great deal kinder as well. I've got a lady in my heart already. I ain't got room for another.
Well, I can certainly tell you, you wouldn't know it was her until it was too late. She's vile and trickster, manipulator, and likes
Penance,
to trick people.
so far you've just described every woman I've ever been with.
Which means that you might be an easier mark than you think you are for her.
Yeah, perhaps, but I mean, what's life without a little bit of a risk in it? Now, I don't know nothing about your lady, and we'll need to sit down at some point and figure out what exactly this bad hand you were dealt is and how I can help you get out of it. Because every hand's only as bad as if the person across the table really thinks they got a better hand than you do.
That is a conversation we should have at some point in time.
And Shauna, I need to thank you as well. I don't know how the hell you ended up where I was at, but
Anna
you might be.
will look down at that. She'll go, I called Indine.
Oh, Shauna, no. You did not call a Fey on my behalf.
She goes, if it makes you feel better, I think all she wants out of me is for me to keep doing my work or fix it. So, at least that's staying on track with what I was going to do anyways.
No, it's like he's still very sore. I imagine I'm out of the pool at this point and probably on a chair somewhere near the house. If not at the table, but maybe on the front porch in like one of the sitting chairs or something. And lets himself back into it and settles and kind of rubs at his eyes. It's listen, maybe your Undine. No, I apologize. Maybe your Fey benefactor is kinder than the Fey that have been chasing after me. I know there's Fey that on both sides that are as kind as others are malicious, but what exactly was your work again? Something about the undead farming your fields or some such thing from my memory.
Shauna will nod. She goes, pretty much that, yes. I was to use the dead to work the menial tasks in society.
Alright, that sounds like a good idea taking a wrong turn somewhere there. I guess I don't know how to help with that none. I generally try to stay away from dead things that decide to get up and fucking move again, because that's unnatural on so many levels. But if you need a hand with that somehow, let me know. I technically I owe you a debt as well. We're all sitting at the same table here. I'm more than willing to help y'all play your hands, but I'm a bit, I don't know if y'all can tell or not, I'm a bit out of my element. This is a lot of grass and Feywild fuckery, and I much prefer carpets, mahogany, and whiskey. I'm willing to help in any way I can. I owe you, all three of you, for getting my ass out of there. Y'all bet
Well-
on me, and I don't know how to help.
Well, first let's focus on what's right in front of us. The fishing tournament.
Yeah, about that specific instance, I would much rather not be anywhere near a boat, water, fish, or anything that wants to eat me for at least the next 60 to 70 years of my natural life.
Shauna will go, yeah, but you owe Sparky.
Please don't make me go on the damn boat, Sparky.
Well, you know what? Let's just rest tonight. We don't have to worry about it, okay?
Oh, damn
At
it.
least not yet.
Oh, damn it.
If
Still have
if it makes you feel better,
days.
if it makes you feel better, you won't have to worry about drowning. If I'm there, I can give everybody an air bubble.
As you say drowning, Desmond visibly shudders. Like, it is a very visceral reaction to. Yeah, about that. How common is it for water to just kind of hold you down and drown you so you can't move? And kind of crush all the bones in your ribs and chest and arms so you don't got a chance of going anywhere. Gotta turn all your insides into a nice little slurry of gut and organ. That's super common for the water.
Well,
Ishana will go.
I don't know how to swim, so it would happen to me anytime I get in the water.
And to my benefit, I did specifically say that was dangerous water.
You did. You're not wrong. I tried not to go in it. Feywild fuckery. Listen, my shoes are really not meant for the wilds. Again, I belong in civilization, where corn changes hand and a man can spend his whole night at a table just making money.
If memory serves, from the few times I've been on boats, most sailors don't wear shoes, so you don't have to worry about your boots in the water.
I mean, that makes sense from a sailor's standpoint, but oh god, am I gonna have to get on that fishing boat barefoot? If I step on a fish, I swear to God, I'm gonna kick somebody's overboard.
Desmond, you can. Pelen, stop edging him on.
Oh.
You can wear whatever you want, Desmond.
Well, your dad wasn't wearing shoes. I figured that's how it's supposed to go.
Well, my dad's used to walking on the boat without shoes on. If Desmond doesn't want to, he doesn't have to. Same goes to you guys.
Desmond would get splinters almost instantly. His soft ass little city boy feet. He's never not worn shoes.
He's like tippy-toeing everywhere. Tippy-toe.
He would be even more uncomfortable. He didn't think that was possible. He would be. But yeah, anyways, I wanted to say thank y'all for pulling me out of wherever I was. If it ever happens again, please do not take a bad bet on my behalf. Wherever I was, I don't, even before y'all started saying hello, I think I had one last card left to play there. I think I might have played it though, so we'll see. And Desmond starts patting himself looking for his metal card.
It's right where you normally put it.
Well,
Do you have all of your other things? Nothing else got taken besides that?
I mean, y'all were there. Did you guys pocket something for mine? And he doesn't go through and starts looking for really his other trinkets.
Remind me, which was the trinket you received from Kuragane?
Kuragane gave the rook. The
rook.
thimble is from Malachi.
Okay. As you pull out the rook and the thimble, you're happy that they're there. You put the rook away, and as you go to put the thimble away, it starts to feel weird. It starts to get hot. And as you hold it in your hand, it begins to kind of like jump around, and it's starting to glow, and then it puffs into just blackened ash, and it falls to the table through your fingers, and as it does so, it collects into a playing card, and the face on that playing card is the Joker. And you hear in the deep recesses of your mind a shrill laughter, and you know that you have garnered the attention of something foul, and that is where we will end tonight's session.
Oh, hell.
And level 5, right?
Damn.
The question all players
No.
are required to ask.
Damn.
Nope.
So long. We've been level 4 for like 100 years.
It's only been a couple days. You're fine.
In game. In game, it's been a couple of days.
Yeah,
In-game.
it's been a busy couple days.
Well, you guys haven't done what needs to be done to get to level 5 yet, so keep trying. But great session, everybody. This does not go the way that I thought it was going to, and I did not think that we would be linking multiple patrons to our story quite so quickly. But this has made for an interesting turn. The Feywild never disappoints.
It was a
I-
Desmond sold bargain sale there.
That- Y'all, Desmond so desperately did not want to be in there. He knew somewhere in the bottom of his soul, he's like, this is bad.
Desmond will
It's
never
like-
let you forget it.
Oh God, no. Oh God, every chance he has, he's gonna bring this up and just whine and bitch and moan about it. I really should have written down that list of shit that went wrong so I could just like pull that up every time. And start at the top and go through it all every time.
This. You could just
That's why we love
you can just
Desmond.
refer them to this stream. And,
Yeah, there you
they can rewatch it. Well, that is going to be us for tonight. This has been Disorderly Decisions, our Monday night game, Elderwynn, The Lost Kingdom. Thanks to all who watched, and thank you to my beautiful players who have made the story turn into what it is. And I can't wait to see where it goes. Good night.
Take care, everyone.
Bye, y'all. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.